Hi Leo, getting ready to start your reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, look at that. Very spiritual card. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, cross watchers, of course, you're welcome. Remember that this is intended from the side of Leos, although the roles can be reversed. So flip the energy as it needs to go, please. Okay, I'm going to be starting with the Animal Spirit Guidebook. Oh, and the Fox. Okay, so this is going to be my Leo. This is actually my Fox over here. Okay, beautiful. So you actually got the Crow card representing you. So the Crow card is, and by the way, I'm obviously doing the readings a little bit different today. Yeah, we're just going to try something a little bit different. So the Crow card is actually a very spiritual card, okay? The Crow is considered the divine messenger, okay? The egg that he's actually holding. So anytime messages are being brought, it's considered to be from the divine. It's also a very magical card indeed. So this is the card for you. This is actually quite a beautiful card. Cards are very mystical. Obviously, they're known to hold very mystical information. So some of you may have some gifts. It could be psychic gifts, clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever. You can be an empath, very healing gifts, anything like that. But crows are actually used to be the symbolism or the original symbol of anything magic. So very beautiful card, very divine. And then we have the Fox for your person. Okay, so your person may actually be a fox. They might be quite good looking. But the Fox is actually more strategic, right? The Fox can be very charming. The Fox, though, is always like watching and paying attention. But you got to kind of watch them, too, because they can be a little bit cunning and devious at times. So if this person has been, I do like the point of the Fox that they are just very strategic in the way that they're able to kind of get them into situations pretty easily, honestly. But you really got to watch that they don't, that they don't get kind of, I don't know, tricky is what I want to say. Tricky, a little bit deceptive. Maybe they don't, they charm themselves into situations, and then you notice that there's something else going on here. It can be a bit cunning, if you will. So this is what your person is coming up as at the moment. I'm going to start with some romance angels, spirit guides and angels. Talk to me about Leo and their person. What kind of messages do you want to give Leo today from the romance angels card about the person most on their mind? Okay, we got religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I'm laughing because it's actually more of a giggle, but I'm laughing because this card is actually coming out, and we just pulled from you as my Leo here, the one that I'm reading for. We have pulled for you that, the crow, and the crow again is a symbol of magic, right? It's a symbol of seeing things, seeing the unseen, right? Being able to perceive messages that other people cannot really perceive. And so I would say that you're probably quite a spiritual person. This may be an issue for your Fox over here. Perhaps your person is not spiritual, doesn't understand spirituality. Perhaps they're quite religious, and this has obviously created maybe some kind of issue here between you and your person, whether spoken or unspoken. That would be for you to know. Also, the card says it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I think that is always a very good message to hear. Sometimes we can tend to hide our heart away a little bit to, as a self-protection mechanism, but they're saying to you it's okay to open your heart up a little bit more and express yourself and receive love as well. Okay, give me one more card for my Leos. One card for my beautiful Leos, guides and angels. Can I get one more? All right, let's do this again. One more card from my Leo's guides and angels. What do you want them to know? Wow. I either have way too many trying to come out here. Okay, I'm going to pull this one since it wants to jump. It says this could be the one. Okay. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so this could very well be someone that you've already had in your life, whether they've been in your life as a friend, whether you've already had a relationship and, I don't know, perhaps you're not together right now. Or it could be someone who's currently in your life that you're actually considering. Remember that fox energy? Most definitely, because that must be playing a role. If the person can come across, I mean, obviously if they're charming, just make sure there's not some kind of underlying agenda is what I'm feeling with that fox energy. Okay, I'm going to get some Kipper on this. So talk to me, Kipper. Talk to me about Leo's person here. What can you tell me about Leo's person? What's going on with Leo's person? Oh, geez. Look at this. We just talked about being cunning and having... I really hate to see this, Leo. Okay, we just talked about being cunning and maybe having a different motive, a different agenda. So definitely pay attention and watch out for that. Now we have false person here. That's exactly what it is. Now, a false person can mean that somebody is wearing a mask. Maybe they're not totally what they seem. We're going to get some more cards on it and just see exactly what that means, because sometimes that can mean, you know, that they're hiding feelings. Sometimes it can mean that, I don't know, maybe they're just not completely comfortable. Maybe they don't feel yet that they're safe enough to love. Maybe they haven't told you that perhaps your religious differences, religious versus spirituality or whatever they might be, could be an issue. Okay. Oh. All right, so we have adjudication here. Okay, so this can actually be a person. That is actually adjudication. It's something being adjudicated actually in a court. I don't know if maybe somebody is still married, perhaps. Somebody's going through some kind of legal proceeding to finalize something, some kind of contract. It could also very well be some kind of divorce. Yeah, it could be anything like that. But I would definitely look for that adjudication. Sometimes when I see adjudication too, it can tell me that the person that maybe you're dealing with could be somebody that is in a position of authority, such as someone who works for the courts or within the courts, perhaps even a police officer, someone in that industry in some way. Okay. All right, so what is this person's next move towards my Leos? What's this person's next move towards my Leos? What are they wanting from them? Oh, hello. Oh, okay, so we have a house and a coffin. Okay, let me get one more. Well, this is really interesting. Okay, so they're in court. They might have some kind of legal battle going on right now. The next one is they might, I mean, I'm getting a house here. A house usually indicates to me a purchase of the house of some kind. Perhaps they want to move in with you. Perhaps they're trying to buy a house, but I specifically asked what their move was towards you. So they might actually want to try and do something to take this to the next level. Maybe they also want to move in with you. Maybe they want to purchase a house together, a home together of some sort. Have the coffin here as well. And coffins usually indicate to me some kind of endings. It could actually be that somebody dies, but usually they indicate to me some kind of ending, kind of out. Oh God, that sounds terrible. A death and a rebirth. I was going to say out with an O. That didn't make any sense. A death and a rebirth, if you will. So, all right. And then there we go. Again, we have official person. I'm wondering if this person, again, like I was talking about before, is a person that's either, could be a person in the military. It could be a person that, like I said, is a police officer. I feel like someone in uniform in some way, shape, or form, and I feel like somebody that's upholding something. So the laws of our country, and maybe the laws of just the law. I don't know why I'm getting that very strongly. I'm getting that super strongly though. So these endings here is interesting. If they are coming out of this phase right there and they are actually ending some kind of, this is something that you have to go to court for, right? This is adjudication. So if they had something going on that they're trying to wrap up, you know, maybe that's what this coffin is about. Maybe that has to happen. Let me ask, what is this coffin about? What is this coffin about? If your person is not in some kind of uniform, like not in the military, not ex-military, you know, not a policeman, someone that, you know, upholds, looks to me like upholds, serves our city, serves our state, whatever, some kind of position, governmental position like this could be someone also that is coming in for some reason. Maybe to, I don't know, either it's a new person or maybe it's someone who's going to assist you guys with something. I'm not really sure. Okay, let me get a clarification card, please, on the coffin. What's the coffin about? Mature man. Okay. Okay, well, I have a mature man actually clarifying the coffin. So again, really, really interesting. I mean, there could be an actual death here, you know. It looks like with a mature man, or maybe one of you is actually ending something here, having an ending. Could be this divorce with a mature man or mature woman. Obviously, there's no gender in tarot, as you know. Okay, well, this reading is taking some weird turns. All right, so let's look at this, Leo. Let's get some messages. Let me get some messages for your person. I'm sorry, let me get some messages from your person. Vulnerability, it says to be open. You know, it also told you it is safe for you to love, and now it's saying it's okay to be open. Vulnerability, be open. All right, what else? What else would Leo's person like to say to them? What would Leo's person like to say to them? Acceptance. Listen to this. Receive what comes in without judgment. So now we've got it's safe for you to love, vulnerability, be open, acceptance, receive what comes in without judgment. This person's going through something, Leo. That's exactly what's taking place. They probably got some stuff going on behind the scenes that you may not even be aware of. They're trying to put it to bed. You know, maybe this is about a house, but I specifically asked these questions over here about any moves they're going to make. So I'm thinking they're going to want to end whatever is happening here, put it to bed so that they can actually move towards you, buy a house, official person, maybe that's somebody else that could marry you guys if you got married in the courts or something like that. But it's saying that they want you to be open to the information that comes in without judgment. All right, so just be aware of that. This may be a time of especially if you've been left waiting. I know that can be quite aggravating, and it may have actually left you just, you know, sometimes we can get very, not only aggravated, but pissed off. Let's just be honest. We don't always just want to know or accept what they have when it's coming in, but try not to react and just listen to what they have to say, because I do believe that they're going to be opening up to you about what has happened. But this is what all this is about. You know, that fox energy coming in, false person, keeping some things hidden. That's exactly what it's about. So I don't even know how well you actually know this person. It says, I may put on a show for others, but I'm insecure about this. Okay, good to know. So this person may have a tough exterior in some way. They may come across as very confident, but it seems to me like maybe they're insecure about making this change. Maybe they know what they want, but they're insecure here about making this change and actually coming to you and making it official in some way. Maybe they have, you know, they're used to having some kind of comfort zone that they're just stepping out into the unknown a little bit, and this may not be their normal mode of action. Okay. 2 more messages, please, guys and angels, for messages for my Leos from their person, please. What you want Leos to know. All right, something flipped. Yep, I want to be completely honest with you. We just talked about that. There you go. So they want to open up and just let you know what is going on. Why they've been seemingly a little bit cunning with some motives, some underlying motives, which clearly was to keep you in the dark. Okay, and also about why they've been wearing a mask with you. They may also want to talk to you about the religious factors. All right, one more card, please. Oh, geez whiz, look at that. I love you. Okay, we are definitely going to end on that note. Very beautiful, Leo. I feel like you have some communication that is coming in from your person. A lot has been going on here. They're really going to come out and just kind of lay it all out for you because they do love you and they feel like you're the one that they want to move forward with. So just try to keep an open mind, open heart, use your situation, or you will, coming up better than I. So just use discernment, and I think you'll know what to do. All right, my Leos, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.